It is a inclement weather day today here at MK. It's a little after 5 p.m. and the parking lot's pretty empty, which made me think, I should probably head over to Magic Kingdom and just see how the wait times are. I bet some of the outdoor stuff would be complete walk-ons. Yeah, take a look. I'm all the way over here in 313. Book 313. I'm going to definitely take the tram today. Ended up purchasing this at the store on the way in.
I'm going to go this way.
I just described that you suggest returning back to your vehicle, drop it off. The security cannot hold any item for you.
What on the side?
Yo-ho, yo-ho, it's a Pirate's Lake for you. Because once again, you parked in book 313, 313. I got ready for the transportation and ticket center. From there, you can take either the ferry boats for the 17th of June or the monorail highway in the sky over to the Magic Kingdom as well this evening. I will let you know the Magic Kingdom will be closing at the 11 p.m. tonight. That's bedtime at 11 p.m.
To take a quick look at the price of tickets, if you wanted to go to Magic Kingdom right now without park hopping, $184. You want to add the park hopping in, it's a little bit more. And then multi-days, these are the prices. $333 for 2 days. That is not including park hopping. You want the park hopping for 2 days is $438 for 2 days. So that'd be at $220 plus the taxes to do 2 days of park hopping. So that's the prices. I have an annual pass. And on Sundays, which is a Sunday right now, monorail coming by. As of Sundays right now, do not need a reservation for Magic Kingdom after 2 p.m. And it is way after 2 p.m. So I'm just going to take my Magic Band and walk right in. Welcome everyone, Adam the Woo here as the recording of this Sunday, February 18, 2024. First thing I'm noticing at this hour, it's about 5:36 p.m., is the fact that the ferry boat is not running. And take a look. Joffrey's is not open. I don't know if I've ever seen this Joffrey stand close, and the ferry boat. Oh, never mind. I am completely incorrect. There are people getting off the ferry boat, but I am going to take the monorail. Join me, shall you? And I'm also filming on my phone today because my G7X, when it gets wet, gets pretty damaged. And I don't know if I've done an intense rain video in quite some time. So some of the attractions I'm going to go on, I wouldn't normally film on during the rain. But the phone I have is water resistant. I don't know if it's waterproof, but definitely water resistant. And I got soaking wet yesterday at Swamp Fest in Waldo, Florida, BMX event. I figured, why not day 2 of getting drenched? And personally, I really don't like filming on my phone. I like having my G7X, even though obviously it would get damaged in the water. But I like filming my phone with the camera so I can show like wait times and temperature, things like that. Mostly the wait times I can give like perspective. All right, heading up, not to the driver's seat, but the second. Oh, look at all this water down here. Look at the, this is like soaking wet in here. Look at this. Look at all the water that is formula. Oh, that's slick. I believe that the intercom system is not working properly. Probably has nothing to do with the weather, but.
Welcome aboard.
Thank you. Monorail going by. Monorail going by. I had the whole pod to myself. Whole thing to myself. I wouldn't classify this as a cold evening, but the temperature, it's not warm. But this piping hot caffeinated beverage, holding it, cuddling it, nestling it to my cheek. My hand, this hand is warm. The hand I'm holding the phone with. I'm gonna say, all right, I just checked the weather app. 57 degrees, gonna get down to 55 over the next couple hours. 100% chance of rain the next 2 hours. And then it teeters down to about 65 to 75% chance of rain, which in my opinion pretty much means it's gonna be raining. Yeah, Take a look at this. There's not a lot of people heading in right now for obvious reasons, but yeah, that's the front entrance right now at this current time. I can't show the time, but I can state the time, if that makes any sense. I'll check the time as I'm walking down the platform. All right, it's like it's about 2 minutes until 6 p.m. looking at the clock here. Also, a GoPro is waterproof also, even more waterproof than the phone is. But I tried using my GoPro yesterday before I went over to Swamp Fest, and I couldn't get it to work. I got a new GoPro back in August, September, October of last year, and it's already, it's got some issues, so I don't know. I think I have a GoPro down, so this is the option. Now this really is a pointless poncho because it doesn't even cover the arms. Maybe the ones in the park cover the arms, but I'm just going with it. It's quite the fashion statement. At least my torso's dry and my noggin is dry. Hello, Trey. All right, turns out you do need a reservation for Magic Kingdom even after 2 p.m. It's the only park you need reservations for on the weekends because today's Sunday as I'm filming this. But there were reservations available. Definitely not at capacity with this rain like that, so grabbed a quick one. And now, heading in. Food for thought. Have to remember that next time. They got the wet floor signs out. Whoa, what if there be any flooding in here? There was some flooding when I was leaving Celebration, connecting over onto World Drive. As I was turning onto World Drive, there was a little bit, but probably the drainage areas through here probably is set up pretty well. Ooh, something's going on. Is there a parade right now in all this mess? Train is down, cannot go up on the train tracks, probably because of the slickness of the stairs. Oh no, it's actually a cheerleading squad. Yeah, I got to give them a little shout out for doing their cheers and walking down the middle of Main Street, USA in an incredibly windy and rainy time frame. Also, for good reason, there are no photo pass cast members out at the moment because I can understand why. So can't get a photo pass cast member take a photo in front of the castle when it's raining, understandably. This kind of symbolizes the precipitation levels that are happening right now. Not sure if it shows up on camera, but everyone has umbrellas and they have their water ponchos. Some people don't, but I would say 95% of people have the appropriate gear on. In fact, there's even over here people like lurking over there in the out of the elements, understandably. Got a new pair, well, not a new pair, but I got another pair of older shoes on. I had the other ones on yesterday. They got pretty messed up. Still got to throw them in the washer. I got another pair on today, so I'm gonna have 2 pair of wet shoes 2 days in a row. Got the little splashes. Wow, Autopia is running. That surprises me. 1 row. Look at this. Only 1 row of Autopia, but Tomorrowland Raceway, Autopia East. Only 1 row. I don't know if I've ever seen just the far lane operational. The other ones are just parked. Wow. I might do that after I do Dumbo, which I'm going to predict is probably going to be a complete walk-on. It was a walk-on for Raceway. It's also probably going to be a walk-on for Dumbo. And there's 2, look, the Dumbo's not even completely full of people. I could see there's like 2 people on the entire attraction. There's a bunch of empty Dumbos. Look, that's awesome. Storybook Circus. Come on. Come on. Oh, they only have 1 running. Okay, the second one is not running for obvious reasons. They just have the 1 running, and there's only 1 guest on the entire thing. 2 guests on the entire thing. Okay, I stand corrected again. Both Dumbo sides are running. So I've chosen this side, and you can see, let's see, if there's nobody on that one, nobody on that one, nobody on that one. There is 1, possibly 1 Dumbo full of people. Actually, is anyone on that? I don't think anyone. No one's on it. Oh, there's 1 person up there. Look right up there. There's 1 right up there. Why, yes, I will. Yes, I will choose my own Dumbo. Yes, I will have my pick of whichever Dumbo I decide to get. I think I'm going to go with this one. Someone left their umbrella in here. This is someone. They left it in here.
Everybody ready?
Somebody left that in here.
Get ready to take.
Yeah, I could have had an umbrella, but I wanted to put it in case a guest comes back. Maybe they desire to have that umbrella when they come back, as today is a day you would need it. And I just want to not have an umbrella. I don't want to be holding anything other than my phone that I'm filming on. So that's just, I don't really need an umbrella. That's why I chose to do the poncho. The seats are very, very wet. I always feel like I'm gonna slide off here. I've not been on Dumbo since my birthday on August 10th. I always try to ride Dumbo. If I'm at the park, I make it a birthday tradition. Going up, 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 and away. I am sky high up on, yeah, again, I don't want to slide off the side here. Maybe I should just do that. That makes a little bit more sense. But you see, on this side anyway, there's some people over there, but there's no one directly behind me. There is like there's a whole family over there. They didn't even have to like share Dumbos. They each got their own individual Dumbo. It's pretty nice. There are advantages of when it rains. Like when it rains, the wait time on the outside attractions considerably lower. Everybody goes to the inside attractions. So if you don't mind getting wet, it's a hack. You can call it a hack, if you will. It's also a good thing that I happen to live not too far, so if I get completely drenched, I can just go home, take a shower, throw these in the dryer, and I'll be good to go. So it's nice being an AP on a rainy day when you know the wait times are going to be short. All right, it looks like Barnstormer doesn't have too long of a wait either, so gonna head over to the coaster. It's only like maybe like a 45-second coaster, but I'm gonna head over here. Let's see what the wait time is. Oh, this says 5 minutes. Usually they'll never go lower than 5, usually 5 sometimes when there's no one in line just means basically the walk up, so it would be, you know, like a minute and a half, but they never go lower than 5. You never see where it'll say 2, so 5 minutes. Oh, you can see there's only one person in the, well, there's 2 people, the first 3 rows are full, the ones in the back are not full, so I could probably get the back row. I could probably just ask for the back row and have no issue whatsoever getting the back row. It's always a little more extreme in the back row. Phone's getting soaked, so am I. Once the next one pulls in, I've asked for the very, very back row. Number 8 is the back row, so once this one pulls in, I will be getting the back row and riding row number 8. Oh, I almost said Barnstorm. Look, there's no one on this. There's only one person in the front row. Number 19 of, I said Goofy Sky School. This is Goofy Sky School, not Barnstorm. Yes, look at this. I am the only freaking person on the Barnstormer. Holy cow, I've never had this. I've never had this to myself before. This is rad. And I'm not wearing hats or glasses, so I don't have to best remove them. Different attraction. Hold on to my phone. Holy Lord, hold on. I'm double fisting this thing. I'm double fisting it. He said, hold on to the loose side of it, grip them tight. Gripping it tight. Going through, look at it. Going through there. I like having my little Manfrotto. When I have my G7X, I have the little Manfrotto thing that I hold on to. This is, the phone is slick, but I did it. I accomplished it. Only time I've ever ridden on the Barnstormer completely by my freaking self. I feel like the great Goofini he'd be pretty dang proud of me right now, that the fact that I like gripped onto my phone with the slickness of the weather downpouring. I don't say it's a downpour. It's a moderately heavy precipitation, and I'm not gonna go again, but one day I'll get back and fly again soon. Oh, look at this, high flying altitude discomfort remedy. Look, there's no one else. They're getting ready to launch this one so the other one can get in. There is no one on that one right now. Not a soul. Bill Farmer doing Goofy voice. That's who does the Goofy voice, if you didn't know. All right, I've decided not to do Raceway because it seems like a lot of times when I'm here, I do a lot of the same stuff. So I'm gonna try to knock out some stuff I don't usually knock out. I've done Raceway quite a few times, so I might as well utilize the fact that there are short wait times to do some stuff I don't usually put on film. So that's what I'm gonna try to do. So I'm gonna pass on that. It is really nice out here when it's just kind of open areas. There's not like a lot of people. Pretty nice. And obviously not everything is open. A lot of the snack places, things like that, do not have anyone in them because they're just not being manned by anyone. I mean, when was the last time you saw the Gaston and LeFou sculpture there with the fountain that completely open and accessible if you wanted to snap a quick photo like that?
It was another like space.
I don't want to say it's empty out here, but it's definitely not elbow to elbow. Okay, sir, it's empty. Well, I could say it's the emptiest that I have seen Magic Kingdom, and let's say it's the emptiest. Not empty, but emptier than normal. Ist and Kind of liking the vibe of filming on the phone too. It's a little more impulsive. Due to adverse wind weather conditions, some areas may be closed prior and during tonight's firework performance. They apologize for any inconvenience this may cause. They got the washboard out. Ooh, I wonder what the carousel is looking like time-wise. I have not been. Is this the King Arthur carousel? I get them confused, which is Disneyland and which is Walt Disney Worlds. I never do the carousel here. I don't think I've done the carousel here in 5 years. I do the Disneyland one a lot because Jingles is there. The horse, Jingles the horse. But Jingles is not here, but I hardly ever go on this one. So you know what, heck, I'm gonna do this one. This is bringing back memories of 2012 when they did 3 24-hour days at Disney parks. I did 2 at Disneyland after that, but the first one I did was in 2012. I think it was called One More Disney Day. And at 3 o'clock in the morning, because I was here 24 hours, I rode this carousel with like 3 other people on it.
Their seatbelt. It's standing. Please stand inside the carousel between 2 of the horses. Thank you.
Of course, the following years after that were a little busier than that first year, so I don't know if another 24-hour day will ever happen in the second and third one. A full carousel. It wasn't empty like it was in 2012. And off the carousel goes. Can I see myself in the reflection right here? Yeah, I think I can. That's me right there. That was me giving it a big thumbs up. Giving it a big thumbs up. There's me again. How you doing? Yeah, you kind of see me. Just something very magical about being on this thing right here. Grab the pole. I only got a couple people. I got hardly anybody beside me there. It's like 2 trusty steeds. Hey! All right, I think I kind of want to do the magic carpets of Aladdin. Take a look at this beautiful structure right here. The castle. Not the backside of water. Backside of the castle. Honestly, it probably looked better showing it in non-selfie mode, looking at it kind of forward that way. Forward! Muppet vision when Mickey appears at the end when he's like, forward! Why the heck does he say forward in Muppet Vision 3D at the very end? Forward! Look at the rain coming down. Forward! Look at that. You can really see it with the spotlights there. You can really see the precipitation engulfing. You gotta see it that way because the spotlights aren't on. If you look at it that way, you can really see that rain. I just realized, so what I'm gonna do is, I'm gonna head this way and go over, well, I'm gonna cut through the little side, a little shortcut over here. And I'm gonna head over to the Aladdin Magic Carpets as I stated, but then after that, I'm gonna head over to Tomorrowland and do something I rarely do. I'm gonna go on the rockets that are located above the People Mover, because I highly doubt there's any line for those. And the spring roll stand is open next to Adventureland, even in the precipitation. I'm using that word a lot tonight. This is one of those moments that you really don't mind the camel spitting on you. Wow, that was a little like not sunburst, but a light burst there where the water was on there. But you don't even mind about getting spit on by the camel right now, because is there anybody on this thing? Yeah, because you're already a little wet. Yeah, I would say it's probably been a couple years since I've been on this also. At least 2, maybe 3 or more years, so. I wonder if the genie's gonna come out of there. Robin Williams genie, not Will Smith. Now, which one do I choose? Which one do I? There's number 13. 13's lucky. 13. All right, we're about to be off to Agrabah right now. There's like no one in front of me. A couple people behind me, like 3 magic carpets back. This magic carpet has seats, like back seats, which is nice. When you're on a magic carpet, you have something with a little back support as well, because you know, as you get older, you want to have some back support. And just like Dumbo, you have this little. Oh, look at this! We are now moving. There's a camel. Is that camel going to spit at me? I hope not. Whoa, this is a little more bouncy than Dumbo is. I would say this is a little rock and ride than Dumbo. It kind of like, it tilts back and forth like that. I don't know, I'm like doing my hand like that, trying to give the impression of what this really feels like. And this doesn't really show how that is. And I believe when you're in the back, the person, look at this, there's no one up here, so these are all down at the level because there's no one in the front to lift them up to this height. There are people over on those, that's why those are up high. These are all at ground level because it's only about a quarter capacity full. Again, it's starting to jiggle a little bit. It's starting to tilt. See how it's like tilting? Now all these are coming up. It's getting ready to go in for the ending, and then it's going to be the descent. Did the genie ever come out of there? Did I make 3 wishes? Let me rub it like that. Just rub it, and it'll magically give you a wish. I don't think I did it in time. Dang. I think I waited too long for my wish. Truthfully, I think I got my wish by not having to wait on any of these rides. I've already done quite a few so far, and I'm gonna head over to Tomorrowland and knock out another one. All outdoor rides on this rainy night. And now into tomorrow. Oh, the rockets. I don't see the rockets working. Hopefully, they may not be working, to be honest. I am gonna say it's probably down due to the weather patterns right now. So I'm gonna check and see if there's a sign out, and then also, I do the people mover a lot, so I'm not gonna do people mover today. Plus that's undercover, I wanna do everything outside. I could do Raceway. I mean, I might as well, maybe keep up with the theme, but also maybe Big Thunder. Big Thunder might be down too because of the rain. Sometimes it's down in the rain. Astro Orbiter, do I see a sign? Oh yeah, it's, okay, I had the rope up. Yeah, the rope is up right here. Oh wait, maybe it is open. Is it open? I can't tell if it's open. All right, just asked the cast members back there. They are closed. So maybe Raceway will be what I'm gonna do. Maybe I'll do Raceway will be the last ride of the evening, and I'm gonna probably try to get the heck out of here. I might see if they have some of Walt's chili over at Coke Corner Cases. Is it called Case Corner or Coke Corner? Look, they're waving the flag. They want people to head over here. It's weird that this is open, but the Rockets are not open. He's waving the checkered flag. They really want people to head over here. You don't need no lightning lane for this. He's got the flag out. They got the cones out for the pin trading right there. He's waving the flag. Wants people to come in. I'm gonna win the checkered flag. Nice, stand by 5 minutes, which is basically means no wait whatsoever. 1 row. You got 1 row there. Cars pulling in. Usually on a moderately slow day, they have 2 rows. So this row will be running. This one will be running, and then if it gets busy, they'll have the 3rd row. But right now, there's definitely no one really in line for this, just a couple people. Back, look behind me, no one behind me. They just have the 1 row open. This will be my last one of the night. I am drenched, I am soaked to the bone. Number 1, well, row 1. Number 6, car number 6. Just like that, I'm off into the moistness. I'm a little wet. Look, you see they're coming down from the light there. I am in the rain. Rain never hurt anyone. One thing is about rain and being wet is once you are soaked, you don't even mind continually getting even wetter. It's not even that big of a deal. It's just that initial little dampness that you're like, oh, I don't want to get rained on. But once you're already soaked, you have no issues, no qualms. Woo! Right off the people mover track, just dripped down upon me like not a waterfall, but just a couple little drips there. And I'm hoping the wind noise doesn't make too big of an issue. Is there anybody behind me? Somebody, I'm the lead in the pack. I'm the leader of the pack. I got away quick. Cast member said, no bumping, put your foot down. And I can't remember what the other criteria was. It said, have fun. You're allowed to go. And I went. There's Space Mountain. See the raindrops on the front of the hood. But also there, I wasn't going to do this. I wanted to do the Rockets instead, but I needed to get one more outdoor ride. Pirates was like a 5-minute wait, but I do Pirates all the time. I kind of want to keep the theme of just doing outdoor rides. Tron, obviously, you need a lightning lane for. Look at this, gonna get a good view going around. So after this, I'm gonna see if there's, on Main Street, if there's any Walt's chili, because I could really use a little chili. If they don't have it, sometimes they do, sometimes they don't. But I'm just gonna head down Main Street, maybe I'll check out some merch in the Emporium, and then call it a night, get home, take a nice hot shower, throw these clothes in the dryer. Well, first in the wash, and then the dryer. I think I'm gonna get out of here before the fireworks even start, which is nice. I get out of here before that, let's say mass exodus, because tonight it'll be a moderate exodus. after the fireworks. I'm gonna get out of here way before then. The thing about these cars, you don't even really have, spoiler alert, you don't even really have to steer them. I'm holding my hand up and I'm also holding the phone with the other one, and it's staying on the track. It's a track right here. So sometimes you have a good car that just goes straight. I have a good car. Sometimes it goes back and forth and you really have to steer. Now I have to steer. Now that I'm talking about said car, it's making me want to stay in between the lines. The car heard me and now it's kind of trying to go off the rails. Headed into the one lane. Heading into the one lane. Look at this. Do not bump. Keep at least one car length between the cars. Man, I wish the rockets were working. Astro Orbiter. Foiled again. I don't know why I said foiled again, because I hardly ever go on it. It's always open. But it's foiled tonight. Sitting here for a while because they can't let the other cars go to let us in, because there's only one row, until other people got in line to get in those cars. So I've been sitting here about 5 minutes waiting, and then finally some other people got in. Now they're loading in. It's kind of interesting because there's only one row. They got to wait for people to fill up the other cars that are empty in front before letting the other people off. That's different. That's different. All right, it's now time. I got to pull up to number 2. Other people have pulled in enough to where I can get out. Number 2. And they do, in fact, have chili over at Casey's Corner, so I mobile ordered a couple and headed over to Main Street. Casey's Corner is located right over here as you're exiting out, as you're heading towards the train station, with the big C for Casey. All right, got my order. It's getting me excited about baseball season coming up. Spring training, I should say, is coming up very, very soon. Thank you. They gave me regular cheese for like fries or nachos. I didn't get fries or nachos, so they had to give me the shredded cheese. So I got 2. Not really a big portion. Kind of, I don't want to say sample size, so you have to get 2 of them for it to even feel like you even ate anything. But it'd be nice to eat this warm chili. Also got popcorn on the way out too. Those chilies are kind of small, so I got a little popcorn, a little snackage. Should I take the monorail or should I take the boat? My phone is like kind of being weird with all the water. Boat or monorail? That is the question. I've decided on the monorail. They're starting to get the stanchions and everything all ready for when the mass exodus happens. Look at that's one thing I like about the phone, is when it gets you got the glares when it's a little wet. There is the trusty transportation device as I go under here. Yeah, getting out before the fireworks take place. Pretty nice. I don't want to slip on this at all. It's kind of glistening. It's kind of in it. Probably doesn't show up on camera. There's quite the incline here. You know, if you know, you know when you're walking up this, but it might not show up on camera. This is definitely not straight across. This is a pretty good incline. Unreal. No idea what they said over the intercom. Just like that, back at TTC Transportation Ticket Center. No idea why this has not reopened since the 3-month closures in 2020 when the parks reopened. This gift shop when you head out, it's called Mickey's Gift Station. Yeah, it has not reopened for whatever reason. So many things. There's probably a couple dozen things on property that have not reopened since 2020, and this is definitely one of them. There's me right there in the mirror. Let me get over here. Let me get right here. You can see me in my poncho. Is it appropriate to keep a poncho or to discard of it after it's used? Because it's just a thin piece of plastic. I'll probably keep it. I'll keep it in the back of my car. Current time is 7:40. 7:40. Including the time it took me to get from Magic Kingdom back over to Transportation Ticket Center on the monorail platform. When I first got off the monorail at Magic Kingdom, it was 2 minutes to 6 p.m. Let's call it 6 p.m. In an hour and 40 minutes, that includes the commute, which is probably 10 minutes. How many rides did I do? 5 attractions? 5 or 6 or 4? Between 4 and 6. I did a few. All outdoors. I'm an outdoorsman this evening. I'm walking back. I should have probably grabbed the tram, but I didn't. It was a fun time. I'm gonna be back to my car by 8. For anyone that's been here, you probably realize that doing the amount of attractions that I did with the commute back and forth and to be in and out in 2 hours is unheard of. Even for the type of rides that I went on, usually those are, 20, 30 minute waits, even on those, sometimes more, sometimes a little less. Rarely are they all, ooh, that's echoey. Rarely are they a complete walk on. Everything I did, there was no one on. Well, maybe 1 or 2 other people in front of me. And there's good reason for it. I mean, there's a reason there was nobody in those. Because who in their right mind would wait in the pouring rain to go on a magic carpet or to Dumbo? So I get it. But again, one of the nice perks about being an annual pass holder. Boy, did I show Mickey, Power Pole Mickey? Not Power Pole. Sorry, Heavy Metal Mickey. I meant to say Heavy Metal, not Power Pole. But it's nice, being an AP, being so 10 minutes away. Just roll over. I checked the app and it was like short wait times. I was like, oh heck yeah, I'm heading in there. Always short wait times when it rains on the outdoor rides, especially when it's raining all day. And that's going to do it for today. Thanks for watching. I appreciate it. I am a little damp, moist, you're chilled to the bone, monsieur. Young Frankenstein, I believe that is. All right, I'll see you in the next video. The vlog, I like that. We're at a Disneyland West Coaster. Look at this. Mickey meets Mickey. How you doing, pal? Forward. Why does it say forward at the end? Muppet Vision. Muppet Vision 3D. The vlog is over. One last splash. The breeders would be very happy.
Beep, beep.